Hello. So it's now 33 days since I left, and whilst I'm not getting very far in arranging the transfer of mine and my daughter's belongings, we're definitely settling into my mum and dad's house. I'm taking care of myself and giving myself the time and space to process what has happened, and things were becoming easier. My mum and dad don't live in a particularly big house, and both my mum and I are doers. We're always keeping busy, and whilst I have definitely overworked myself in the past to avoid confronting emotions I should be processing, there's definitely a happy medium. And after 3 weeks of lockdown, cabin fever was definitely starting to set in for us all. Now, my dad, he loves cricket, and whilst he and my mum moved away from the market town they grew up in for around 20 years after getting married, when I was 13, we all moved back, and Dad went back to his boyhood cricket club pretty much straight away. And whilst he doesn't play anymore, he is heavily involved in the running and the development of the club. And he had arranged for Mr. C and I to redecorate the pavilion not long before I escaped. Fortunately, I do very well in pregnancy and experience pretty much no symptoms, so it seemed like a good opportunity for me and my mum to have a project we could work on together, with a change of scenery for my dad and my daughter each day, in a beautiful setting with plenty of fresh spring air. There are so many things that I am grateful of and that have helped me to heal, and being able to throw myself into something that I enjoyed doing, could be creative with, and gave the day structure was truly invaluable to my healing. We painted for maybe 3 hours each morning, and then we went home for lunch and did a bit of homeschool, played in the garden, and I spent the evenings reading, researching and connecting with survivors and starting some online courses, but more on that another day. Having goals and an ongoing project really helped with my healing. Not only did it mean that I scheduled my day and factored in time for active healing, those 3 hours listening to music and painting gave me the opportunity to process the things that I was learning about in the evenings, and to contemplate what I had been through in a quiet and patient way. Considering the house was pretty busy and pretty noisy, it was a great moment of peace, if I wasn't painting in the same room as my mum, at least. Mr. C wasn't very impressed when he found out I was volunteering my time to paint the cricket club, and he tried to convince me that we needed him to paint the ceilings or that we wouldn't achieve a good finish, but it was all utter bullshit. I had no doubt in my ability, I had plenty of experience, and I was as good, if not a better painter than him by this time. Granted, I couldn't roll a ceiling as quick, but if there was one thing I've learned in life, it's never about the speed, it's about the direction. And we made consistent progress over the 6 weeks to both redecorate the pavilion, and I made consistent progress in my personal healing. Having a project or goals to focus your energy on can be so important in order to heal. And when you consider that anything that you carry out in a mindful way has the power to heal you, identifying what you can commit a small amount of time to each day, and then associating that activity with healing, inner reflection or creativity, really can have profound effects on your emotional well-being. And so here is a picture of what the cricket club looked like before we started decorating. And in a few weeks, we'll have a look at what me and my mum achieved in those 6 weeks. As always, if anyone has any questions or would like to connect, please feel free to reach out. You can like, subscribe, you can turn on the notifications. And if you want to share a little comment below, I love to hear from everybody. So I hope you have a great day, and I shall see you all soon. Bye bye.